We are focusing on Bible people from our A to Z Bible people. And today is the letter G for Gideon. Gideon was an Israelite, and the Israelites had been delivered from Egypt. They had gone to the promised land. Things were going well, but when things went well for the Israelites, often they forgot about God. Once again, we are focusing on Bible people from A to Z, and today is the letter G for Gideon. Gideon was an Israelite, and the Israelites had been delivered from Egypt. They had gone into the promised land. They were enjoying a good life, but oftentimes when the Israelites had things good, they forgot about God. They didn't worship him anymore. They didn't serve him anymore. In fact, many times they worshiped idol gods or false gods. And the Israelites, when they turned away from God, God would send their enemy to oppress them or to treat them badly. And at this time when Gideon was living, his enemies were in control of them. They were afraid of their enemy because every time they planted crops or food, their enemies would come and take it. The enemies would even take their animals. So they didn't have anything to live off of. And what little they had, they would hide when they would prepare it because they thought their enemy would come to take it away or to destroy it. So Gideon was one of those who was hiding from his enemies. And when he was hiding from his enemies, an angel of God came to visit him. And an angel called him mighty. Oh, mighty man, called him a warrior. Gideon was like, who are you talking to? You can't be talking to me. I'm here scared, hiding from my enemies. But the angel saw what God would make of Gideon. The angel saw that he had potential to be great if he served God. So the angel talked to Gideon and said that God has a job for you to do. God wants you to be a leader or a judge of his people. Well, Gideon wasn't sure about it. So Gideon put God to the test. He said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to set some wool outside, make the wool wet and the ground dry. And when Gideon went to sleep and when he woke up, the wool was wet and the ground was dry. Gideon was still afraid. He said, one more test. I'm going to leave some wool out. If you make the wool dry and the ground around it wet, I'll believe that God has sent this message. Well, that's exactly what happened. The wool was dry and the ground was wet. Gideon knew that this had to be God. Only God could do that. And he knew that he could trust the sovereign and powerful God of the universe. So Gideon allowed God to use him to defeat his enemies. And he knew he wasn't doing it of his own power. He knew that he was doing it because the power of God was working through him. And Gideon became a great leader of the people. He told the people to worship God, don't worship idols, to honor God, don't honor idols. He led the people in a great way, and Gideon was a good judge because he trusted in the power of God, and he began to worship God, and he began to live for God. God gave Gideon courage. God can do the same thing for you because God is still powerful. God is still sovereign. God is still wanting to lead us and allow us to do things for him. God wants us to live for him. God wants us to be successful warriors for him. And when I say us, I'm talking about you. God wants to live in your life. He wants you to trust him. And he has a great plan for you if you'll trust him and allow him to work through you. So work on that and be like Gideon, a man of God.